Ah.
And it's pretty good.
Well, speaking of a brain, go live.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do my owl again. See if I remember
Get the
it
reps
without
in.
the tutorial. So I'm gonna do after the stream.
The old stream stage is very cluttered. Maybe I need to give it a little tidying tomorrow.
I know you have your cocaine mirrors out.
Almost.
Yeah. Almost. Yeah, you have your cocaine mirrors out. Oh, my audio is not set correctly. There it is.
Go over to camera settings.
Give this stream a good old-fashioned dislike. Hell yeah, I dislike this video. It sucks.
That down, turn that up. Make sure that's good. And done. Alright, well, that was the stream, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a dislike and...
Leave a good old-fashioned dislike.
So
let me save this Blender file. Or else my pooter's going to be upset.
Go, BB. Or take a art. It's looking good, guys. Love the videos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and they're only getting better from here.
That's true.
I mean, we might come out with a couple of stinkers if, if we want to, take a load off, but...
Yeah.
All right, what is next? I was looking at this lady compared to the little Britney Spears over here, and I think there's a little bit more contrast on her costume than this costume, so I'm going to try to add a little bit more in by introducing some darker shadows. Happy Heretic, my finger hurts.
I saw... I think I saw on Instagram? Or hurt fingy? What happened? Saw a bandaged fingy. AR? Hail, brothers.
Hail Hydra.
Apparently it hailed today. With a little bit of that storm. Tico Muto, evening all. Also, thanks for joining the Patreon.
Yeah.
Glad to have you.
Happy Heretic, slice the tip of my thumb off with a paper cutter. Oof. Yeah, you never want a part to come off.
That's very true.
Boxcat, when you ever, when the when you is when of the when yes of the how?
Yeah. And we all know what that means.
Yeah. Nuclear Convoy, your videos have really helped me to understand painting and assembling stuff that White Dwarf has left me vague on for years, and I feel excited to customize and paint my army that's just been sitting. Awesome!
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome, Nuclear Convoy. Glad we could be of help.
Geez, we need to have a testimonial on our channel that says that. Better than White Dwarf.
I have never, ever read a White Dwarf.
Well, I mean, we know that, what's Imperial Magazine, whatever the hell it is? We know that that's really just about the magazine.
Yes.
As we've established.
Most people are buying that for the mag. AR Ave Dominus Nox. Hope that's not a horrible thing.
You know, that's always the fear.
Andy Rooks. Hey-yo.
Ew.
Happy Heretic. Patreon. That ain't been popular since '6 Dignabit. Dagnabbit. '6 Dagnabbit. I get it. 2006.
Mm-hmm.
AR, I go to the imaginary people tomorrow to pay about the price of a Warlord Titan to get a tooth fixed from infection. Ah. Yeah. Dentists aren't real.
Yeah. I mean, we were we spent a little bit of time today looking up sexy dentists.
We did.
And we couldn't find any sexy dentist models. Although I found a doctor, man. He's not really sexy, but I don't know. The thing is, because I found this doctor, it's like, how could I kit bash him to be a dentist? Like, what is the thing that makes him a dentist?
I guess you paint like a tooth on his jacket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to make something a dentist.
Mm.
Dentists kind of just look like people in white coats.
Mm-hmm. They look like doctors.
Boxcat, why is everyone disliking this though?
That's your duty. It's your legal obligation to dislike the video.
Your moral obligation.
Mm-hmm.
Mecha T-Rex. It was either this or Warhammer Weekly with Vincey V. Easy choice. Gotta paint along with the boys. What's Warhammer Weekly with Vincey V? Maybe I want to go watch that instead of do this.
Nah.
I'm sure I've watched some Vince Venturella videos before.
Mm-hmm. Because he has the super quick tips, or the hobby tips, whatever it's called.
Maybe. Hobby Hot Vincey V tips.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Michael Spitz, big saws. Bredas, sup dudes.
Suppers. Have you heard it? Forgot to dislike. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, always dislike. And that also reminds me that I'm in top chat, not live chat. So I don't see all the swears.
AR. Ave Dominus Nox is what the Night Lords chant. It means, Hail, Lord of the Night. Oh, I had no idea. And you know what? I've read Soul Hunters. I should know that. They say that all the time. I just didn't know what it meant. Maybe if I was reading the book, there would have been a footnote. I listened to the audiobook.
I bet there wouldn't be. That'd just be confusing.
Mm-hmm. Nuclear Factory.
Crimson
a dentist
King.
Is a drill doctor.
I mean, yeah. I saw there were some people that had like vague guy standing next to dentist chair. That would also work, but then you have to paint two models.
Mm-hmm.
I want one model to represent the dentist.
One model to rule them all.
Exactly. Crimson King, why leave a dislike? Because we asked you to.
Yeah. If you want to be nice and polite, leave a dislike.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're being rude.
Mm-hmm. And someone is being rude because they liked the video.
Yeah.
And jeez, I'm gonna figure out who you are and I'm gonna ban you.
It's gonna be a shadow ban though, which means you aren't banned.
Exactly. You'll still be able to see, but we won't. If you talk, we won't know.
Yeah, unless it's unless we read it and talk about it like normal and
exactly
everything's fine.
Yeah, but you're still shadow banned.
Yes.
Everyone that's on the stream right now is shadow banned.
Mega T-Rex. Warhammer Weekly is his weekly show where he talks about Age of Sigmar news, etc. It should start from the desk of Vincey V. Happy Heretic. Vince Venturella actually got me started with oil paints. Ooh, neat. Maybe I should watch his videos to get some tips. You guys might find out on Friday. I did a little oil in this week.
Mm-hmm.
Mecha T-Rex, it's live. Oh, that's fun. Can they be watched after the fact, or do I gotta subscribe to his Patreon or something?
Mm-hmm.
Is it free, or is he a smart businessman?
Lucrative.
Michael Spitz sub to Imperium today. Can't wait for Rowboat Girly Man. Can you show him for scale? I don't own a Rowboat Girly Man. I bet he's probably a head and shoulders taller than a Primaris Marine. That'd be my guess. Sim the Sloth. If you don't dislike, you get crucified.
Exactly.
Happy Heretic. I heard Jay say Age of Sigmar nudes. Well, here you can hear it again. Age of Sigmar nudes.
Mega T-Rex. You can watch all of his stuff for free on his channel, so not a smart businessman.
Mega T-Rex. Vince Venturella makes some really great guides, but they're super in-depth and long-form. It's useful for detail-oriented folks like me, though.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Westergaard. I have a new set of crisis suits, and I want to paint them up differently than the normal army. The first one is going to be painted up like a pimp named Slickback? A pimp named Slickback? What should the other two be? I don't know what a pimp named Slickback is. Like, I thought this was going in a very different direction. Like, you have some stealth suits that you want to look different than your Tau army. Because I was going to say, like, oh, well, if you have, like, an accent color, then maybe paint these in only the accent color. That way they match the army, but they look very striking. But, I mean, if you're just going for, like, funny suggestions, Buzz Lightyear is always popular. My Little Pony. Mm-hmm. Anything anime if you really want to rile some feathers.
Mm-hmm. Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty. El Rondario. He's taller than Abaddon. Is he taller than Abaddon, or is he just standing on a taller base than Abaddon? Girly Man. Yeah, is who I'm talking about. AR. I smoke weed, and I still find that the willpower to hit the dislike, there's no excuse. Lucky Bat. Ooh.
Ooh. Woo.
Michael Spitz. Or is he a drug dealer that gets us addicted and then pulls the rug out from under us with a paywall? You mean a smart businessman?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how a smart businessman works. I find just the fear of missing out is something that makes me upset enough to maybe pay for stuff. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of podcasts where they tease like, oh, you're missing out on half of the stories by not joining the Patreon. I'm like, start crying.
Yeah, only losers don't join the Patreon. I'm not a loser. I'm smart.
Exactly, and that's what it. Yeah, and the smart ones make you feel like a loser, and then you join the Patreon. And then you're glad you did. Tekamuto, new challenge. Every time Jay burps, we all do 10 push-ups. Shouldn't they be burpees? Shouldn't we be doing burpees?
That'd be pretty good. AR. A pimp named Slickback is a purple, white, and gold pimp from the Boondocks. Ah. Purple, white, and gold. Well, maybe you make them all purple, white, and gold, and you just switch around the colors. If one of them's got a gold helmet, the next one's got gold guns, and then the last one's got like gold arms.
And you need like a feather in the pimp hat.
Yeah.
Or something, That'd be pretty sick.
Mega T-Rex.
But losers, join the Patreon. Exactly.
Is there a more boring character in all of 40k than Abaddon? Yes, there is. The Emperor. He's been sitting in a goddamn chair for 10,000 years, doing nothing. I mean, talk about no character development. Mm-hmm. At least Abaddon was, touring the galaxy, losing fights.
Mm-hmm. Lucky Bat. The burpee is the cruelest exercise known to man besides the pacer. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, burpees are rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeez,
Burpees.
I wish I could remember. I just repressed all these memories of the pacer lady voice.
Wasn't it just beeps?
It was beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, and then it was level 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like it would have been nice if they told you everyone. But no, it's like they only remind you every fifth. Because I would always lose count, because when you're like really, really pushing yourself, you just can't focus on math.
Yeah. Yeah, that was honestly one of the hardest parts of running back and forth.
Yeah.
was how many back and forths you did.
Did I do the minimum amount to get a C?
Exactly. It was insane. You had to do a lot.
Yeah.
To pass.
I don't
remember how much it was, but I would never ever make it.
Yeah, like you had to be doing it for like 5 minutes if you wanted to get an A.
No, it was way more than 5 minutes.
Like you had to be like a super athlete to actually get an A.
It was, I don't remember how many rounds you had to get to. It was like 60 or 70 rounds you had to get to get like a good grade.
Mm-hmm.
And those tryhards that were athletes that would get 100.
Yeah, it's weird how the taller kids always seem to do better.
The taller kids are also better athletes.
That's true.
Just in general.
Less steps. Power Sword. What up? Building a paint rack out of PVC pipes and listen to the stream. Yeah.
Nice. Racks on racks.
Takamoto. Have you ever watched anime? One-handed push-ups. I know One Punch Man, he did 100 push-ups a day, and that's how he got his superpowers.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I feel like that's a very doable goal.
I know. That's the joke of the anime though, is he beats everyone in one punch, and then everyone's like, "How are you so powerful? Tell us your origin story." And he goes, "All right, are you ready for my origin? I do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 jumping jacks, and like a 5K run every day." And everyone's like, "Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Why would that make you powerful?"
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. Although I got the joke after one series.
Does he explain it every time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Like I got the joke. It was very funny. I don't want to watch more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Spitz. I wonder if the Big E has a handicap parking tag on his glorious throne, and all the dead people sacrificed to him in the trunk.
Absolutely.
AR. The Emperor has had character development. He has become even more cold and distant. Yes, I know. I was making a joke. Apparently he was not like happy to see one of his sons return. He was a little bit more down to business.
Sounds like my dad. Daddy issues.
That'd be heretic. I'd rather cut off another finger. Happy Michael Spitz. They softened up on us when I got a 2,000% because she gave us 100 points for every lap after the 15th. You know what? That's kind of smart. Try to get everyone to get over a certain amount. Because I remember we all just tried to get the minimum.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and,
half the class ends at exactly the number that you needed to get a C.
Yeah. So it was smart, like, oh, it's gonna your grade will scale kind of if you try harder.
I remember there was something also though where I think it was for this. It might have been for running a mile, where I think Brian figured out that if you ran, so they would do it at like the beginning of the semester. You would, if you did kind of bad, but then you showed improvement at the end of the semester, then it showed improvement and you got a better grade.
Yeah.
So he would run the first one bad.
Yeah, like he'd get like a 16-minute mile.
I mean, on a good day. Yeah, that's what he would. That's what he'd get when he was trying.
Yeah. I remember though the girls were allowed to just walk the mile.
Yes, they were. We were not.
No.
They did not let us do it. We though, our school. I didn't even realize how behind our school was. We still had separate gym.
Yes, we did.
Like boys and girls had separate gym, and now that's not like that anymore. Like I remember telling my cousins that, and they're like, "What? Separate gym? That's insane."
Yeah. You know, and the kids in classes had to use different drinking fountains.
Yeah.
Happy Heretic. PE was optional at my school. I took home economics instead, hung out with the hot girls, and realized 90% of them couldn't boil water. Wow. I wish I could do that. We didn't have home economics?
We did.
Did we? Wasn't it?
Yep.
Was that the one with the sewing?
No.
No? Which class
there
was
home economics. You had to take a like a home ec kind of class. You could either take a home ec or you could take a macroeconomics.
I didn't take either of those though.
Well, you must have done something. You must have done something to fulfill it.
Huh. Weird.
Didn't you take a baking? Didn't you do baking or something? Didn't you do a summer school thing?
I did do a summer school, and we did bake.
Yep.
I didn't learn anything, but...
Yeah, that was home ec.
Okay. Interesting. That was not... I don't think we spent one day learning the economics of a home.
No. No, I took AP Macro, and I almost failed it because I was not smart enough to take that class at all. I didn't pay attention. I didn't understand the graphs. Couldn't pay attention. That was a whoopsie if I've ever heard one before. And it's kind of crazy. It's like, there's a guidance counselors, right? And they help you go through what you're doing. And they're like, oh, so you consistently do not great in school. Yeah, you can take AP.
Yeah, you can take one of the hardest classes.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You can take one of the smart kid classes.
Yeah, and I couldn't.
Interesting enough, they never tried to push the smart kid classes on me.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why they did that for me. But there was this one time where this is what they would do. You would take like practice tests, like practice AP tests, and what they would do is they'd have your ID number, and then they would have your grade that you got on it, right? And so what I would do, because I was always like last. Because it'd be the whole class, and you'd see everyone's ID number in the last one. I would always pretend like I was towards the top, so I could pretend like I was cool, but I wasn't. But I was learning real economics with, Eons of Battle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We were bringing in the big bucks.
Oh yeah.
Although honestly, that Vallejo sponsorship was probably worth way more than we ever made.
Correct.
We got probably a few $100s in paint.
We did. Still use it to this day.
Yeah. I'm probably painting it, brushing with it right now.
Brett S. I took extra PE classes in high school.
I did too. This wasn't a class, but a lot of the PE teachers and some of the other teachers really got into CrossFit, and so a couple. I almost wonder if they still allow this. I bet they don't. But some of the kids got interested in it, and so they let them come in early before the school started to do CrossFit with the teachers, and I would always do that. I think we did that for a semester, and then I think they actually made it a class. And so instead of starting at like 6:45, it started at 8. 'Cause remember, I couldn't do it like the last semester. AR tips. I made an entire outfit in home ec suit jacket plaid. Nice.
And do you wear it every single day still? That sounds sick.
AR, I glued the wrong pieces on my dreadnought today. Oh no! Tekamuto. Hearing about school is so bizarre. I was homeschooled, which is its own thing. My mother combined classes, which led to oddities such as mummifying dead chickens. Oh, fun. I was homeschooled for a few years. I guess it'd be considered like middle school or probably like third or fourth, like third grade through eighth through seventh grade.
Mm-hmm. Ben Montgomery. Penis.
Hey, Ben. How's it going? How alcoholic was high school president the last year it was a school. I did nothing. Oh, I would love one of those positions.
That would be fun.
Just one of those worthless.
Mm-hmm.
You get to make like 3 decisions.
Hear ye. That's what I would do.
You ring a bell. You have a gavel for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You start trying to give people detention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Why did you give John detention? Because he's ugly. Bredus. I think I ended up taking 8 different PE classes and then an extra 4 science classes beyond what was required. I feel like I spent all 4 years in the gym or the science building. Neat.
Sounds like a nerd.
I didn't like science because in 8th grade I hated science. I hated it. The teacher didn't like me. That was the only detention. The only teacher to give me detention was that teacher. Mm-hmm. And she let kids be mean to me in class. Mm-hmm. And one time I was just like she would do the teacher thing where she's like, does anybody have any questions? Is anybody not getting it? And I would always be the one who's not getting it. And so she would make the other kids help me, and that ruined it. That was the worst idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you've hated science ever since.
Yeah, science
and that's
is the
why
worst.
You hate dentists.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Spitz, what's the story behind you and Nick meeting and the beginning of the plastic crack addiction?
Ben Montgomery is in this story a little bit.
Mm-hmm. He is in the story a little bit. So you were in band since 4th grade.
Yeah.
And I played trumpet with a mutual friend of ours. Mm-hmm. And that friend was your neighbor.
Yes.
And so I kind of knew you generally, but you didn't go to normal school with us. You just were there for band.
I went to freak school.
Yeah, freak school. Exactly. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we all called it, I'm sure.
Yes.
But and then but for 8th grade you came to normal school.
I did.
Real school, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when I like fully met you. And at that point I was making YouTube videos, and I remember we talked about it, but I don't think we ever did anything together with it until maybe that's like the summer before high school.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because I remember you asked me about because I remember you came to my house and we were talking about making videos or something, and then you said like, are you going to be in marching band freshman year? And I was like, nah, that shit's lame. And you're like, oh, well, I think that's going to be kind of fun. And which it was fun, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I had to do it later. And it was fun. I kind of wish I did it all 4 years, but oh well. But I think then that's when we started like making videos and stuff. That's how you really get to know someone is making videos, making dumb, super dumb videos.
So dumb.
We'd walk around my neighborhood, trying to think of schemes and ideas for videos.
It was our plan was to make a video. That was how we started our day at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. We'd be like, all right, so what's the video? And we would just wander and be like, what if we film around that shed and it's we do this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'd have a plan almost put together by 5:30.
Yeah.
You know, we'd film from 6:45 to 7:20.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And like it's kind of fun. Like I haven't looked at them in a while, but they're typical YouTube 2010 11 videos with like a vlog at the end that's like super jump cut garbage. It's awesome. Maybe if you guys are really nice, maybe I'll put it on the Patreon, one of those videos or something.
Ooh.
I think that would be fun.
Ben Montgomery, oh my god, I am partially responsible for this fucking show.
Yeah.
And the crack addiction came from me. My cousin introduced me to 40K, and then my neighbor, like one day was like, "Hey, I think this Warhammer thing is pretty cool," and I'm like, "Yep, let's do it right now." It's probably freshman year of high school. Got some stuff, and then one time, Nick and I had a class together. And I started taking my little Gretchen out of my backpack.
And then once I saw this Gretchen, I mean, I couldn't go back. That's when I started at Orcs, and that's kind of I think I remember the first models that I owned were from our friend Daniel, because he played like when he was 10, and he didn't want any of the models, so he gave me the Orcs and he gave you the Space Marines.
Yep.
And so those are my first models. And then how Ben gets brought into the story is Ben went to high school with us, and then we started playing games together every once in a while.
Yeah, Ben is the resident Eldar aficionado.
Exactly. Because Ben played when he was a little tyke.
Kino Quinones, while wrestling, I went to state my sophomore year, placed 4th, but was excited for next year. Then my coach accidentally broke my rib in practice. Now I play with toys for fun.
There you go.
Andy Crimson, my little brother had the unfortunate fate of breaking a limb every other year while on the swim team. He broke a limb swimming?
On the football team.
On the football team.
Yeah. Amazing.
I mean, if he was breaking limbs swimming, he was really swimming.
Yeah, he was going.
Ben Montgomery, what's up with the sculpting on her mouth? The sculpting is fine. It's just I've blocked in the lights and shadows on the face, and I haven't done anything else. Eventually, the face will look good. You want to see an example of what the face will probably look like? There's this lady. Mecha T-Rex hitting that water hard.
Yeah. Michael Spitz, where can I find those initial videos, Nick? Are they hiding with the lollipops? Oh, they're hiding, all right. They're not just unlisted; they're privated. Yeah, those. I think. Those might get, if those get re-released at some point, definitely on the Patreon.
Yes.
There's also some fun college pictures that maybe I was looking through some college pictures that I have that maybe should be on the Patreon at some point that are pretty funny.
I know the one in question.
Oh yeah. Do you want to maybe we shouldn't describe it?
Well, I mean, is it 4th of July?
Oh, I wish. I mean, I don't have a picture. Oh my God, we do have a picture of that. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's a really good one. I was thinking earlier. It was remember when we made that couch for that dumb show Far Away?
The couch for Far. Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Person on that couch. It's pretty funny.
But I still think this model looks like Buffalo Bill. No. Andy Crimson, I've been on the road almost a full day. almost all day for the past 2 days. Andy Crimson down on the lam.
Yep. Just turn yourself in.
Mm-hmm. Ben Montgomery, fun college pictures.
Oh, yeah. You know what that means.
Aquino Quinones, fun college pictures equals blackmail for future governor.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe that has to go on our OnlyFans instead.
Mm-hmm. What are we going to do with that OnlyFans?
I don't know. Right now, I believe you can follow us on OnlyFans right now for free. I believe I set up the free tier. So if you have an OnlyFans, or if you want to make one, which I'm sure you all have OnlyFans accounts and probably make content on there, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I should. I hear that the cut is really really competitive.
Ben Montgomery, can I do a topless swimsuit calendar for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they all just you?
Also, topless. I mean, that's kind of expected, isn't it?
Yeah, bottomless.
Yeah, bottomless. We got to go full. Is it really a swimsuit then? Or maybe like you're holding a Speedo or something. Or maybe every picture you're like putting it on. You're like putting on a Speedo or something. That would kind of work.
Shine Swillin Steve. I am late to the party. Why are we disliking the video? Because it's your right. It's your duty.
Mm-hmm.
Power Surge. Paint naked minis and post them there.
I mean,
That's true.
that works.
What if we do that and it becomes far more popular than Eons of Battle?
That would make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we're wearing gimp suits or something.
What do you do on OnlyFans? Do science like when in Spaceballs when Lord Helmet played with his dolls.
Yeah.
Quinones. No one told me Malifaux has undead pirates who fight sex trafficking. You know what? That does sound like something that could exist in Malifaux.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Just like I love one of the gremlins' name is Trixie Belle, and she's the town's good time girl, and they describe that in the book. It's wild. It's such a wild book and story and game.
Power Surge. Disliking the video is the ritual.
Yeah.
Mecha T-Rex. I think a different Lord Helmet will be making an appearance on OnlyFans. Shine, Swollen Steve, but it hurts to dislike a video involving Malifaux. Well, actually, it doesn't, because likes and dislikes are the same thing. They're both engagement. So technically, you're still helping the channel with a dislike.
Mm-hmm. And you have the Malifaux. It's also funny. Mostly that one.
Yeah, it's also funny.
It's really what matters. I mean, even Goober disliked the video
he did?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Brent from Goobertown Hobbies was on yesterday.
Yeah. What a goob.
Lucky Pat. The Ritual was a good movie. It was a good movie. I like that movie. I like the monster. Big scary monster.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably too dark. It's probably not dark enough.
Aquino Quinones, not for long. Dislikes will disappear soon.
I know.
All right, stop making us sad. Stop bringing down the stream.
I feel like the only good thing about dislikes is if there's a tutorial that's very disliked, you can kind of bet it's not a very good one.
Yes, I dislike tutorials that are not good.
Yeah. Other than that,
goodness. I watched a tutorial. So I have a Panasonic GH5 camera. And I was like, I want to know how to do a time lapse with that camera. And someone made a tutorial on showing how to do a time lapse without showing what mode you put it in. And so no one knew how to do a time lapse. And then he also, instead of like editing a whole video together, he just screen recorded his Adobe Premiere timeline. Just export the timeline, and then we get to see it without seeing your screen. It was insane. He screen recorded a video of him doing it on his actual computer. It blew my mind.
Wow. It sounds like a pretty good tutorial.
That was like the most like viewed, watched, commented, and reacted video. It was insane.
Well, you know what? Your dislike probably helped it get more views.
I know, it probably did. But I felt like I had to join the pack.
Yeah.
I think when things are that bad, though, people watch the whole thing because they want to just see how bad it gets. And they really, and people were just destroying that video.
Mecha T-Rex. We dislike because we're the only ones brave enough to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, we're just brave. That's what it is. We are just brave.
Katy Perry told me to be brave, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Lucky bet. Dislike bravely. That's my motto.
Mecha T-Rex. Brave, bold, beautiful. Akino Kinona. So bad, it's good is an underrated genre, and people deserve to be watched while they're funny. I agree. It's hard to find them. It's hard to find the true masterpieces of the absolute garbage genre.
In terms of everything?
Pretty much. I mean, it has to be by accident.
Movies, tutorials. Yeah.
It always has to be by accident.
I remember there was a video that we watched, or that you sent me, where someone shows what they did with maybe their unused green stuff or something, their unused clay putty something, and they made like garbage with it essentially. And they made a tutorial on how to do it, like how to make garbage little like ovals or balls or something. It was an amazing video. Mecha T-Rex. Red Letter Media can help you find So Bad It's Good.
That's true. I do like Red Letter Media a lot. I like Jack Packard. He's my guy.
Jackard.
If Jack Packard is in the episode, it's gonna get a 10 out of 10 for me. I wish they still had their video game show. That was fun.
Did they just get bored of it, or was it not popular?
I don't know. I don't really know. They said that they were just they had been doing it for like a year and a half, and they were kind of done with it. I think they streamed twice a week, and I think they had an episode, like a review. I think they had like twice a month. They would do an episode, like a 20-minute episode of reviewing a game or a couple of games.
They could have just been too much stuff on top of everything else that they were doing.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't worth it. I mean, their Patreon is going. They're doing well.
Power Surge. You should make a video Joel Haver style, but edit yourself to look like your favorite species in Warhammer 40k. Neat. I don't know what Joel Haver is. Kinonas, there's one guy who played Dark Souls 1 so badly that there's a long video of him just messing up. Hilarious stuff. Mecha T-Rex. Oh shit, I know the video you're talking about, Nick. The guy was basically saying that if you have any leftover green stuff at the end of the project, you can roll it into balls. Yes, now I remember that video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Takamutu. There was mention of something about mixing super glue and white glue to make bases a few streams ago. Any more info on that? Yeah, we actually used it in the basing video Tyrannid bases from a million years ago. But you put on...
It was Tyrannid. It was a few different ones, I think. It was Tyrannid, but there was a Nurgle one too.
There might have been. I think the Tyrannid one worked out the best. But you put on white glue pretty thick, and then you drip the super glue on top and let it pucker.
And the Tyrannid one, it's the one with the eggs.
The balls,
like eggs,
the Airsod BBs.
Yeah.
That one turned out real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mega T-Rex, and the guy just has piles of cylinders and balls made out of green stuff, which he uses for unspeakable things, I'm sure. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You always make a little too much green stuff, so just make it into a ball and then hide it in a base somewhere.
Yeah.
Guess, yeah.
But it was interesting though. Like, I don't know. I would rather that video exist than not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe someone will need that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun. It's funny though that it exists.
Mm-hmm. Michael Spitz, can you make a video of you participating in Goobertown roulettes? I feel like I've watched a couple Goobertown roulettes and I don't quite get it. Like, so he does Goobertown roulette because he'll randomly pick something from his pile of shame. Mm-hmm. What does the pile of roulette mean for like the community or for the other people participating? Because I don't love the idea of letting random chance decide my paint style. Like, it sounds fun to have it pick what I paint, but I'd rather it be up to me to decide how I'm going to paint it.
Maybe it's for like one-off models, or maybe 3D printed models, or maybe things you just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You just want to paint something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we need to watch. Maybe I need to watch some Goobertown roulette harder. Mega T-Rex. I guess you could carve the green stuff balls into little rocks or something.
Yep.
Kino Kinones. Kay's Cooking is another funny one, and an old British lady who just cannot cook but keeps trying, and it's hilarious.
That sounds amazing.
Michael's Bits. You use the same categories as him, and you do it to try and challenge yourself. Oh, okay. That sounds neat. I could probably make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh, it's not edited yet. We gotta go real quick.
Mm-hmm. That was a big joke with Red Letter Media. Is when they had their video game show, when they were live streaming, they would anytime Jay would show up, because Jay was one of the guys who made the real videos. They would always ask Jay, when is the next Plinkett review coming out? And he'd go, oh, it's tomorrow. Thanks for reminding me. I need to let you guys know it's coming out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Mega T-Rex. You know the video is going to be hot, spicy hot when it starts with a founding member of the Legion of Gamza splash screen. Yeah.
Good old that.
Mm-hmm. Which yellow was I using? I guess this one. I wonder, so were some people members of the Legions of Gamza, and then some people founding members of the Legion of Gamza?
I don't know. I don't know at all.
Kino Kinones. I don't even know what that means, and I'm already cringing. What the hell is a Hamza? Who the hell is a Hamza? Oh, Gamza.
Yeah. He's a YouTuber.
Mega T-Rex. How many founding members of the Legion of Gamza were there? Here's an idea. You should use the splash screen just randomly in one of your videos and see if anyone notices.
Oh my god.
I think people would notice.
I think people would notice and they'd be like, what?
Yeah, Gamza would probably send a cease and desist.
Mm-hmm.
He'd come out of retirement to...
Mm-hmm.
No, I think he's been posting again.
Mm-hmm. But is it his, like, what superhero would win?
Yeah, would the Hulk beat the Emperor?
Which, honestly, I've never seen those videos, but just based on names, titles, thumbnails, way better than whatever the hell he was doing before. Like, that's a much better, more interesting idea. Because, like, that's something that people would watch.
Oh, and they do.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why he was doing them. Mega T-Rex, be careful, or Goms is gonna come after you with his commissar hat and chainsword.
Was Goms the one who painted a Helldrake with a marker? I don't know. That sounds like it would work though, using one of the metallic Sharpies to paint a Helldrake. That actually seems like a pretty smart way of doing it. The Helldrake has a lot of trim.
It does.
The Helldrake is mostly trim.
Mm-hmm. A lot of chaos stuff is mostly trim.
I've painted a Helldrake. It was a fun project. And I remember I only painted the trim on the top half.
Yeah. Power Search. I thought he was a character, not gonna lie.
Mecha T-Rex. Oh, he's a character. Mecha T-Rex. I'll post a picture on Discord. Oh nice.
Yeah, he's quite the gentleman. Was there I saw that you asked about the drink.
I did.
Was there any winners that you remember?
I didn't look. I mean, everyone got back to me, which is great.
Everyone in the world.
Within a few seconds, a lot of people.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking
great.
At it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people suggested not Red, but Monster Energy, which would be really funny, but I don't really want to. I think I may need this for a painting video, and I don't know if I can be crushing caffeine and paint.
No, you probably can't.
A lot of people said Corona beer, which was pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. The only thing about the videos is you can't show the brand.
Interesting.
Else, you'll get demonetized.
I wonder, Red Letter Media drank Crystal Head vodka in one of their videos.
Mm-hmm. You can. I mean, they won't take the video down. They'll just get demonetized.
Interesting. Huh, that's hard to believe they gave up all that sweet money.
It doesn't demonetize you completely. It just doesn't. Certain brands won't associate with you for that video.
I think they also had Ecto Cooler, which, I mean, that would kill off the other half of the advertisers who would work with you.
Exactly.
To Rome, she's got a nice bum.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, they're YouTube are police now with ads. It's fun. You have to do a checklist of what's in the video. And you have to go through and say, like, this is not inappropriate. They don't show any boobies or whatever.
Uh-oh.
I get it. You have to say, did you swear? What kinds of swears did you use? It's crazy. Like, I remember I actually had to, for the magnets video, because we displayed the word fuck 2 times, I had to mention that we did that. Yeah, it was wild. Brett has, do not drink my suggestion.
Yeah, there were some real fun ones like prison wine.
Yeah, some horribly disgusting stuff.
I think somebody said wring out the rag at the end of happy hour. Alcoholic, what is a franchise you wish you could paint as miniatures? Mine would be Gundam. Well, I think you're in luck, happy alcoholic, because there's a wide world of Gundams out there for you to paint. I think for me it'd be Star Wars. I think a dewback would actually be really cool to paint.
Could you even imagine painting a dewback?
I don't know if there's anything that exists that I can't paint. I mean, Fallout minis are real. Harry Potter minis are real. Star Wars minis are real. What would I love to paint but doesn't exist? Boy. Probably some. I would love a Tremors monster, a Graboid from the Tremors series. I know I was looking for some STLs and then just forgot. I would love a Critter from the series Critters. I guess a bunch of 80s monsters, 80s and 90s monsters. That'd be fun. Power Surge. Corn is a 151 proof grain alcohol.
Oh my god.
Happy Heretic. Oh my gosh, you could paint a dewback on a live stream on some popular video format. Michael Spitz, the new Jar Jar bust. Yes.
Has anyone made 40K drinks? Like made up their own like recipe?
Probably.
That'd be pretty fun. You would think that like cuz like kind of drinking and 40K kind of go hand in hand a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So you would think that somebody has made something.
Power Surge. Titans from Titanfall. And in Crimson, I saw some Aliens minis that are on pre-order, but their estimated release was last month. Yeah, and I heard that a different company is now making Aliens miniatures. Which is either good or too bad. I thought the old Alien miniatures looked pretty awesome, and I don't know if they're moving over to the new person or if they're going to make all new stuff.
Mega T-Rex. Miniac did drunk mini painting, and he had a bartender mix him up a Nuln oil.
I saw, yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff. That's funny. I mean, I like a good a bottle of whiskey in a brown paper bag.
Yeah. And a .38 revolver.
Exactly. Here we go. Andy Crimson, hang on. I found 40K drinks.
Yes!
Yeah. Yeah, share it to the Discord.
Ooh, you know what was interesting? I was listening to some Trapped Under Plastic, and their last sponsor was Hardcore Miniatures.
Oh.
And apparently there's a big sale going on with Hardcore Miniatures. I may have partaken.
Oh my goodness.
There's a recipe for Melta bombs.
Oh,
that's awesome.
God. That's funny.
Oh my god, it sounds hard. 1 ounce wild turkey, half an ounce of Contru, 1 ounce Dolan red vermouth, half ounce Campari lemonade top.
Amazing.
And then you hit it with a blowtorch before you serve it.
Yeah. Exactly. Give it a blast.
Power Surge. Ultramar's best. Vodka, blue Carcuro, splash of club soda, a hint of vanilla extract. Ah, vanilla in the ultramarine beverage. That's amazing.
I like it.
I want to say that Miniac was a lot of the drinks he had were like 40K inspired drinks, and apparently they were all terrible. I mean, almost all alcohol is pretty terrible, but you know, you don't drink it for the taste. You drink it because you have to.
Mm-hmm. Right. To not feel anything.
Yeah. Andrew Crimson posted the link in general chat.
Yeah. We'll have to look the room.
And it's that time, folks. Thank
It
God. I'm going to go right to bed.
Woo-wee. Is it time to go to bed? We filmed so much today.
We did. We almost filled up the card twice.
We did almost fill up the card twice. A lot of filming.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we had a video today. You probably already watched the video, but watch it again.
Watch it again. Watch it a few more times. It's worth it.
Right. Share it to your grandma. She'll love it.
Yeah.
And we'll be back tomorrow with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central.
Mm-hmm.
So join us for that.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And stream.